Hello Normans, and welcome back to this week's Norman News at Home edition. I'm Alana Morgan. Stay tuned for news on precautions you can take this Thanksgiving and more on the newest movie coming out. Around the school in 30 minutes, this is the Norman News. Are you excited to celebrate Thanksgiving this year? This year may be a little different because you can't have large gatherings due to COVID-19 and the global pandemic. However, if you do have a small gathering, it is important that you take the right precautions to make sure that you are looking out for everyone's health and your health overall. First precaution that you can take is to wash your hands regularly for at least 20 seconds and use hand sanitizer with at least 60% of alcohol. Make sure you are staying out of areas where food is being prepared. While it may seem crazy, try to bring your own utensils if you can to make sure you're looking out for the health and safety of yourself and others as well. Now make sure you are always wearing your mask unless you are eating and drinking. Have an amazing Thanksgiving. We have no school next week, but we will talk about that later. Now to Jonah with some more news.
Thanks, Alana. Usually a ring is worn as a piece of jewelry or for design, but developers at Aura have found a way to make a ring much more than just a fashion statement, but rather a device that can detect early signs of the coronavirus. Many people are buying Aura's rings as a form of precaution in order to know if they have the virus and if they should be social distancing from others. If someone were to have the disease, they would be able to open Aura's app and see if they are positive or negative. Many researchers are skeptical of the device since it does not seem to be good and is way too good to be true, but only time will tell. Now to Jackson with this week's sports review.
Thanks, Jonah. With the NBA season a little over a month away, many trades are beginning to happen. The Lakers are planning to send the 28th draft pick, along with Danny Green, over to OKC, where in return they will receive Dennis Schroeder. This is a big trade for the Lakers. Dennis Schroeder finished last year as runner-up for Sixth Man of the Year, and with the possible loss of Rajon Rondo and Avery Bradley, he would make a great addition to the team. The Phoenix Suns have also agreed on an amazing deal. This would allow them to acquire Chris Paul. The deal would send Chris Paul and Abdel Nader to the Suns. OKC in return would receive Kelly Oubre Jr., Ricky Rubio, Ty Jerome, Jalen LeCue, and a 2022 first-round draft pick. Devin Booker, who led the Suns to an 8-0 run in the NBA bubble last season, would now have a great guard and a leader on his team. This could definitely make the Suns a contender. As the offseason continues, I will continue to make sure to update on all trades and rumors. Thank you, and now to some more sports.
Thanks, Jackson. This past week has been huge for the NBA, and specifically for the Lakers. LA has agreed to trade Danny Green and the 28th pick in the NBA draft to the Oklahoma City Thunder for Dennis Schroeder. He's a very valuable sixth man and helped the Thunder to get to the playoffs last season. Also, even before this trade and in past seasons, the Lakers were looking to get All-Star DeMar DeRozan onto their lineup. So far, this hasn't happened, but the Lakers are willing to trade Kyle Kuzma and possibly other players for this trade to happen. There's been mutual agreements with the San Antonio Spurs for this deal, but let's see what we can get.
Derek McDreamy Shepherd, played by Patrick Dempsey, made a surprise appearance during the premiere of Season 17 of Grey's Anatomy. This appearance drew in many loyal viewers, as Derek was one of the original members of the cast. Derek tragically passed away in a car accident in Season 11, and fans have been speculating his return ever since. Meredith, played by Ellen Pompeo, is seen collapsed in the parking lot of Gray Sloan Memorial Hospital. We then enter Meredith's mind and see Meredith and Derek standing on a beach waving at one another. Ellen Pompeo originally pitched the idea for Derek's return and wanted to bring a ray of light into the time of darkness we have all been experiencing throughout 2020. Derek's return was truly a shocker to all fans, and it has been released that Derek will be making more appearances throughout the rest of the season. However, the details will remain a secret to fans. Now, let's take a look at this clip from
deep enough to talking about the new fantasy/mystery movie 2067. In this movie, the Earth has been devastated by our current issue of climate change. There is no life on Earth except in a small city inside Australia. Chronicum, a city from the future, sends tunnel worker Ethan White on a dangerous expedition to save all of the human race. After struggling to survive, Ethan finds himself rescued by Jude. Watch the full movie, directed by Seth Larney, on YouTube Premium to see if these two are able to save our world. That's all for this week. Now grab some popcorn, sit back, relax, and stay tuned for this week's.
Deaths continue to spiral out of control due to the oxygen crisis that the world has termed the sickness.
Last year, I had 20 kids in my class. This year, I have 12.
Ethan White, do you know what your father did here? Meet the Chronicle. What if I told you that you could save all of us? Save your wife. We received a message from the future.
The future? This is a time machine?
The people who sent the message must have found a cure.
Do you really believe I'm gonna save the world?
Your old man believes it.
You may be humanity's only chance to find the cure.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Are you there? Come back to me.
Whoever sent the message, we need to find them.
We are at the beginning of the journey that could change everything.
You have to trust me now.
This isn't about finding a cure anymore.
There's something bigger at play.
Imagine that we are all connected by the very fabric of the universe. An invisible field that bonds us together. You, me, the stars.
We can't change anything. It's always going to play out this way. There is no other way!
We are all connected through time.
This ain't about saving the world.
Natalie, a helicopter drill conducted by the Los Angeles County Fire Department and the Orange County Fire Authority is expected to begin today and last into the evening. The sequence of drills in the Santa Monica Mountains has been created to prepare the firefighters to work together to better confront large-scale wildfires in the region. As destructive wildfires batter the state, agencies are increasingly dependent on mutual aid to battle the massive blazes. The day drill will begin at 4 p.m. in Topanga. The evening drill is scheduled to occur in Malibu and will involve the world's largest helicopter, a Boeing CH-47 Chinook, which is a heavy-lift aircraft with the ability to release 3,000 gallons of water with each drop. It is important and vital that we continue to partner with our peers to provide each other with critically needed air and ground resources that are essential at a moment's notice, especially during large-scale wildfire events when lives and property are threatened, says LA County Fire Chief Daryl Osby. We continue to learn and grow from past and present wildfire incidents such as the Woolsey Lake and Bobcat fires. Now to Alana with school news.
Thanks, Phoebe. Guess what, Normans? This was our last academic week before the Thanksgiving break. Now it is time to sit back, relax, spend some time with your family, eat some good food, give thanks, and overall just enjoy the week off that we have. Remember that break starts on November 23rd and ends November 27th, and we will return it back to school November 30th. So make sure you are getting some good sleep as well over this week break. Now I'm going to send it to Jonah with some more news.
Thanks, Alana. Good morning, Normans. On January 26th, Beverly Hills High School will be hosting the PSAT for juniors and sophomores. As of now, we know that it will be held on campus, but there will certainly be restrictions for each class size due to the pandemic. The PSAT is at a 1,520 points compared to the actual SAT, which is at a 1,600, and there are around 8 questions less on the PSAT compared to the SAT. In addition, if juniors do well on the PSAT, They will be offered many scholarships, so make sure to be there. Now to Natasha with this week's weather forecast.
Welcome to the weather forecast for the week of November 20th, 2020. This week in Los Angeles, we will see nice temperatures ranging from the low to mid-70s. Today, we'll see a high of 70 and a low of 48. Likewise, on Saturday, we will see cool temperatures of up to 70 degrees to a low of 48. On Sunday, there will be a high of 73 degrees. Monday, we will see a high of 70 degrees and a low of 48. On Tuesday, we will be seeing a high of 68 and a low of 48 degrees. Finally, on Wednesday, temperatures will be in the low 70s. Thank you so much for watching this week's weather forecast. I'm Natasha Jadidolahi, and have a great Thanksgiving. Now to Grace with health news.
Thanks, Natasha. As we all know, Joe Biden is the president-elect and is set to be the 46th president of the United States. With this new information, cancer researchers and scientists are excited to announce a new year of higher-funded cancer research. Joe Biden is a strong supporter of cancer research, especially since his son Beau passed away from brain cancer in 2015. Joe Biden will be funding research to continue cancer research. Biden also announced that there will be free healthcare with people diagnosed with cancer. This will help so many people who have cancer or have a family member with the disease. Biden's plan will provide families in poverty with a chance to seek medical attention because of skyrocketing healthcare bills. With this new idea, we are just another step closer to finding a cure for the world's deadliest illness. Stay tuned to find out more information on this act and what you can do to contribute to cancer research. Now, let's send it back to the desk.
Thank you for watching this week's Norman News. I'm Jonah, Danesh, and we will see you all next week.